few exceptions that we just need to look at. Sometimes your sentence does not have an object. If so, we're going to use the word daar. Here's an example. Almal sing in die saal. What's the first step? Identify your tense. This is present. Identify the parts of your sentence. Almal is your subject. Sing, verb 1. In die saal. This is place. It's telling you where they are singing. They tell us we must start with the object, but there is no object. So what does the exception rule say? We're going to use daar. And we just continue with our formula. Verb 1 is our highlighted words here. What tense are we in? Present, meaning we're going to use word. Daar word. Is there time? No. Is there manner? No. Deur. Subject. Place. Verb 2 gets a ge. And there is no infinitive. This is your sentence. Daar word deur almal in die saal gesing. The second exception, if it's a bevelsin, you're going to put moet or moenie. How to identify a sentence like this? Normally has an exclamation mark at the end. Leer die werk. Let's see what tense this is. Present. Now we're going to identify the parts of my sentence. Leer, verb 1, die werk, object. Let's put in our formula. Die werk. With the exceptions, it won't always work 100% according to your formula. You're just going to go until you can't. So, object, you put down die werk. Then, because it's a bevelsin, we need to use this, okay? If it's saying you must do it, you must use moet. If it's saying you mustn't do it with an exclamation mark, you use moenie. In this case, they are telling you you must do your work. Leer die werk. Therefore, we're going to put in moet. And that's going to become your verb 1. There is no subject, there is no place. So you're just going to say die werk moet. You're going to add a ge to your verb 1. Geleer. And now we're going to look at our present tense formula. They say we must use word. And we're just going to put that at the back because it is an exception. Die werk moet geleer word. Then the last exception is when a question is asked with the word wie. So here in our example, there's a wie. When this happens, we're going to use deur wie. This is present tense. Wie speel die klavier. Now we're going to identify the parts of my sentence. Wie is just our question word. Speels verb 1. Die klavier is our object. Okay. But in this case, when it is a question, you're not going to start with your object. You're going to start with deur wie. Because this is present tense, we know our verb 1 is word. Deur wie word. Now you're going to put in your object. Deur wie word die klavier ge plus verb gespeel. Very, very important. You need to end with a question mark because there's a question mark over there. And that is the basics of Lydende and Bedrywende Vorm, and hope this video helped.